is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood here at the Rose Garden. And brought to you by State Farm, a chance here to look at the starting lineups. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Clutch.
He is so creative, Kevin. That's what I love about watching him. As good as anybody in the league at breaking down a defender one-on-one.
And on top of that, Steve, he usually saves his best for last. So many times we've seen him raise his level of play in the fourth quarter, exactly when the game's on the line.
For the Portland Trailblazers, they won their last contest, that game against the Timberwolves.
And Kevin, the starters didn't have too much pressure on them in that game because of how effective the bench guys were.
And another thing getting all those quality minutes from the reserves did was keep their starting five fresh for the second half.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Kings.
And I don't want to take anything away from their effort in the win, but there's not a whole lot of fight from the defense they were facing.
And they took advantage of that, Steve, as you would expect them to. You got a team that's not showing you any defensive resistance, show them your killer instinct. That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy two.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers gave me just a couple of minutes. He said that one of the challenges they're very conscious of in this matchup is scoring despite the shot blocking. He said, you know jumpers like to jump, so we've got to show them some pump fakes, get them up in the air, and that should allow us to get to the line or create easier looks inside. Kevin, we'll see how it works.
Thanks for that report, Doris. Guys, do you think we'll see game planning early on that might end up developing through the game as far as getting through this very tough defense?
I think there's almost no question that what they're doing offensively at the beginning of the game will change several times before we're finished.
Well, that's what the defense they're facing forces you to do. You have to be ready to adjust and make some changes. It's too complex a defensive scheme to just attack it one set way.
Now, here's Walker. A 20-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. They get it back. Haywood kicks to Thomas. Second shot opportunity. It's another look. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that. And Ty Thomas out of LSU, guys, is the former number 4 pick in the draft, and he's extremely long and athletic, has a lot of natural ability, but is still trying to figure out how to leverage that in terms of being a more productive and consistent basketball player.
Kid Gilchrist. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And going back to Thomas, guys, he's a little undersized at the power forward position, but scary athleticism. He can be a tremendous shot blocker, and if he gets out and runs in transition, he can really finish around the rim.
Hakeem Moore. He's checked in for Tyrus Thomas. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. There's the bucket. Good. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night. The Bobcats have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Now here's Walker. He's covered closely. Dishes to Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Ward. Great D that time from Green.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Sessions kicks to Warwick. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Here's Clutch with the lead pass. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The defense caught dozing off that time.
Those open dunks, pretty high percentage.
Yeah, you're not going to miss many of those. I mean, this is really a poor defensive effort.
Now here's Sessions. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Bobs the alley-oop pass. And Matthews throws it down.
Costly mistake at the other end to set up that fast break.
That's what you want to do after a turnover. Push the ball up the floor and strike quickly.
The Cats trail by 3.
And the Bobcats really decided to focus more on the analytical side of advanced scouting. And we'll see if that has an effect on Charlotte's success here the next couple of seasons. Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Here's Clutch, defended by Gordon. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. Steve, you look at the front office of the Bobcats. Clark, that analytical scouting is something now off the Moneyball baseball idea is kind of catching some steam, it seems like, in the NBA. And down the road, for teams like Charlotte, I think could pay off for them.
Well, it's got a chance, but you've got to combine the sabermetrics with some real good, astute evaluation of players and establishing a culture for how you want to play, and then plugging players into that culture, character plus ability. So the Bobcats are going to have to look at it from all angles in the 360-degree format to get this thing turned around. Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Now, here's Haywood, here's Henderson, and that one's good.
Love the finish there. Not much defense, though.
Here's Lillard, 6-point lead. Here's Clutch. And will count. A miraculous buzzer beater.
Oh, I love how he kept his cool there. Low stress, not a care in the world.
You're right.
Oh, man, with time running.
And coming soon, the #1 selling, #1 rated NBA 2K14.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
This is how the floor looks now for the Bobcats starting the second quarter. They've got Jeff Taylor. Byron Mullins is out there with Tyrus Thomas. Then it's Henderson. And it's Sessions in at the point.
And no defender was around him to influence that shot. It didn't hurt them there, but, they can't make that mistake twice.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch, in their last time out against the Timberwolves, put on quite a show. He finished with 39 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, very much. I'm sure he's going to carry some of that great momentum, Clark, into tonight.
And that's the way it works, guys. A big game like that just carries over sometimes. We'll see.
Yeah, all of a sudden the rim looks big. Everything seems to come easy, and your game just flows.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Biombo, he's checked in for Byron Mullins. Orr comes in for Tyrus Thomas. Reggie Williams, he's checked in for Taylor. And Ben Gordon is subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Clutch. He picked up 39 points in their last one against Minnesota. Open look. Gets it to go. Clutch has got 10 points.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Sessions dishes to Ward. Right side, Williams. Charlotte moving the ball around. Trying to shoot. Past the arc. They get it back. Biombo hits it. Well down the second effort. Biombo's the Bobcats making a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gets it to go. 12 points for him.
They've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Henderson passes to Walker. Misses from short range. Trailblazers leading by 7.
Kemba Walker really is a great penetrator and a volume scorer. Not a great outside shooting yet. Streaky. But I think when you look at him, his ability to penetrate and finish, very impressive at that size, how productive he is.
Walker. A 15-footer. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. Babbitt's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And guys, you go back to Kimball Walker, and I think you're right, Steve. He's a natural ball handler and penetrator. But if he develops his outside shot, because he's got outstanding balance and footwork, and I think that'll make him a lot tougher to defend. And he's not a big guy, so being able to knock down the perimeter shot with his balance and footwork is going to make him that much more dangerous.
That's blocked. Blocks it again. Here's Clutch. 18 points for him.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
Shot by Taylor, no good. Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's Clutch. Right now averaging 31 points a game. Leonard, no luck. Shot to stop the run. Walker's shot is off.
He may need some rest, guys. He looks tired because he hasn't made anything this quarter.
Here's Clutch. To the inside. Here's Babbitt. Here's Clutch. Henderson defending. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Jeffries can't get it to go.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
And that one's good. 11 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Clutch. He gets it up. Good!
Ooh-wee, Kevin. That was a big shot to extend their lead. Send them into halftime with momentum.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 13.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Live from 2K Sports, it's the...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
It's been nothing but positive for this team. The way he's been really selective with his shot making, been very unselfish. I think this has been an efficient performance for him.
I agree with you, Steve. Very few questionable decisions, if any, from him, as he has always looked for the best shot every trip down the floor. I mean, I like the fact that he's judicious in his approach.
Cool. And at point guard, Matthews out there with Green, and there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Batum at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Gordon on the wing, and it's rejected. Out of bounds, Bobcats ball as Charlotte keeps possession. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. Second is Wesley Matthews.
These are the gunners, guys. They've got the green light at all times because we know what they can do beyond the arc.
Freedom given is freedom earned, Steve. By putting up those kinds of numbers, they've earned their freedom. And at that position, you got a job to do, and they do it well.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. This is their second game playing the Bobcats this year.
That was a shocker, guys, because that had to be a tough one for them to solve. They were supposed to win that game, but they never got going.
Yeah, and to lose it the way they did, too, I mean, that's where it really hurts, Steve. That's a hard one to take.
Gordon kicks to Walker. Kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. He feeds it to Gordon. Lets it go with a three. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, I tell you what, that's fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. The key there was not to give him much space before he took that shot.
That's the only way to stop him, coach. The defender has to be all over him with a hand in his face.
Walker with it. averaging 19 points per contest. Blocked. And here's Portland. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. He kicks to Aldridge. Good luck. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow. And you look at LaMarcus Aldridge, he's always had good height for his position, 6'11", but he's done a nice job filling out that frame. For the two-hand throwdown there, needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep. No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Steve, you look at Aldridge's improvement, he's left no stone unturned.
Yeah, I think the last step for Aldridge is to improve his post passing. Kevin, he's a wonderful scorer down on the block. He can step away and make jump shots. But if he can become a better passer out of that double team, he will be a complete offensive weapon.
Here's Clutch. He has 31. Here is Kid Gilchrist. Here's Walker, and he converts the layup.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your...
Here's Clutch. Fires the three. Incredible shot to beat the buzzer.
Boy, that is such a huge play. I mean, a lot of guys would run that and throw off their kick.
Come to where the action is. See your Trailblazers.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Uncontainable game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Trailblazers put together, they get the Uncontainable Game Award. It's been a defensive clinic as they just can't help but get stops. The lead continues to grow for them as they look like they are allergic to getting scored on.
Okay, Doris, thank you. And that was quite a run, guys. That made a big impact on where we are right now.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, Kevin. It was a major turning point. You know, they really hit on something that, in the blink of an eye, had them scoring almost at will.
Well, you've got to share the credit for that kind of run. I mean, you can't just say it was all about offense. There was some stingy, stiff defense being played, too.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Bobcats. Sessions out there with Ben Gordon. Then there's Haywood. Then there's Tyrus Thomas. And it's Kid Gilchrist with the small forward position. Now Sessions. The 11-footer buries the jump shot.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy basket.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off in the way they're playing this game. I like their strategy.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Gordon.
Guys, we've often discussed the way medicine is helping players do their jobs better. But one thing that I think is getting more and more attention is the danger of head trauma and concussions, and that's across all sports. The NBA introduced a new concussion policy to help ensure player safety, and I think it was really an essential and necessary improvement.
And here's a look at what's coming up for the Bobcats. Their next game, playing at home, Clutch is checked in for the Trailblazers. So here's Charlotte. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Over Lillard, and Walker gets it to go on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. And that's now 7 points now in the game for Walker. And you mentioned, Clark, you know, the new concussion policy. In the past, it was at the team's discretion. And I'm looking over you over this side and looking at Steve over here on my other side. The players may have re-entered the action too soon. You guys may have even been involved in that yourselves.
I think I was, Jeff, a couple of times, which explains some of my comments, by the way, during the telecast. You know, in all seriousness, it's a serious issue. And I think it's great that the NBA has taken precautions to really avoid any problems in the future and make sure that the players are tested before they're allowed to get back out onto the court. He's been hot for most of this game, and if he keeps it up, his team could turn things around.
Puts up a three, gets it to go. Clutch has got 40 points.
Now, these wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters and get a handle.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders stand at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes. You know, I think Kemba Walker's excellent balance and nimble feet set him apart. I mean, and some attribute that to his background in dance. I mean, he studied it extensively from a young age, even performed at the Apollo Theater as a kid on a number of occasions.
Did you say Vince Carter?
No, I did not.
Gets it to go. 6 points for Aldridge.
Looking to close this game out strong here.
Yeah, this one will be put away if they can get just a few more buckets. You can put it on ice.
Elbow shot is on the way. Walker's shot is off. And for Walker, do you think, Steve, that background in performing from a young age is also a factor in Kemba's confidence on the big stage?
I guess.
Wow, what a throw there.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Clutch. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Torres. The kick out to Matthews. Three-pointer. It's rolled in by Thomas. The Bobcats have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Walker the pass to Thomas. And the officials call a traveling violation.
You know, guys, you look at it, one turnover.
The Bobcats making a switch here. Shot from the inbound. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's the three. Off target with that shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.